Hello guys, finally the day have come. I've been waiting for almost 3 weeks since my last post on the video of this motoped build to be able to accomplish something that I've been mentioned on prior videos, even that I made a helicopter video, and I said that soon I will be doing this, but weather has been really bad. It's been raining a lot, we had a snow. This video is getting shot in New York, in case you guys don't know. Right now it's only 35 degrees, which for me is still be warm. Not as warm as I would like to be, but finally I have everything on the table, everything that is needed, all the parts, they're already ordered, and I'm gonna go ahead, stop this up, run the camera over, and give you guys a breakdown of the parts needed. The plan is, I already went ahead, and what I did is I take my regular bicycle forks that they come on stock motopeds. Obviously these guys go here, right? And I removed these up already to get ahead with the video, and I purchased motorcycle forks. These particular brand, they're Fast Ace. They're the same size, the same compression, the same rebound, pretty much the same build with the Marsochi forks, which they're about $1,200 for a set. These are about $450 for a set. They're 45 millimeters and 43 millimeters on the bottom, and the top clamp they are inverted. They're extremely strong, and they're made for racing. The point is, I'm gonna take this thing on a spring to a racetrack, and I'm gonna start shooting some videos, and I'm gonna take it on a full motocross track, and eventually by the end of the year, or by the end of summer, I'll be accomplishing, or I will try to accomplish, to race or ride the entire track and try to do all the jumps. This is the first step. Suspension is crucial. I have raced in motocross for 11 years. I started on 2001 and I started racing on 2011. And was racing 450s, and I still have the local truck available to ride, and I still have a bike that I can ride on. But I took this project because it's very unique, and it's something that I really was looking forward to do, in case the people are gonna say, why you spending all this money and don't buy a motorcycle? Well, I do have a motorcycle. Okay, back to the video. I'm really not sure if other guys that have motopeds, they do have this FSA conversion kit. This is a conversion kit because the tube here is about 2 inches, and then we drop this bushing that is narrower, as you guys can see, and then inside this is the cap to hold the bearings, and it's one on the bottom. So how this goes, at least on my bike, is when this guy goes in, because the stem is a lot narrower, obviously, so the bearings they need to fit in, they have that conversion. So this guy goes right here, and the bearings they sit in it, and the top one's the same way. So I started from trying to accomplish to use the same setting on the bike, and went ahead, and my first thing was purchasing the forks. Comparable, you guys can see the forks are actually about a ½ inch taller, okay, than the other forks, and obviously there's not comparison about the build of the forks and what the forks are made. These are straight up forks for 160cc, 190cc pit bikes, or even these forks that get put in on some junior 150 CRFs and stuff like that. They're valving in it, they're springs, they're oil, they're gas, compression on the top, 22 clicks I believe, and rebound on the bottom. So no comparison, okay, a lot wider. So that's the first thing for you guys to see, the size of the fork compared with the motoped fork. Okay, so that's one. So if you guys want to convert, you know, then basically your height is not really gonna change. Then if you guys have watched my prior videos, this is my wheel, my 19-inch front that I use my hub on the prior video. And what I did is, not knowing what I'm gonna use, I went ahead and I purchased an axle. This is a CRF 150 front axle. It's 15 millimeters. And right here, I have the axle. Then all you guys have, the 20 millimeter axle goes inside your wheel. And then the 20 millimeter on the outside is literally 15 millimeters on the inside. So I was able to take this, which is the 150 axle, and basically slice right in. So now I can take this axle, because this axle is going to be needed for the new forks, and I cut the ends of the 20 millimeter axle, and the axle slides right in. So if you guys want to build a motorcycle wheel like this, you guys should be able to use the regular axle, okay, from your bicycle wheel. That's the first thing, which I'm not sure if they're gonna use it or not. But I had two options. I went for purchasing a 2008 CRF 150, and since that I already have my 19-inch rim there, I bought a 17-inch rim so the bike can have more like a supermoto look, and I'm actually changing the rim for a 17-inch rim, 2.5 from Gator Riding or something like that. It's black anodized, and I can reuse the same spokes. And 2.5 inches, I'm gonna be able to put a 3-inch slick on the front and a 3.5-inch slick on the rear. And on this wheel or that wheel, I'm gonna have motocross tires in it. Okay, that's the deal. So let's go ahead. To do the conversion, obviously you guys gonna need forks. You guys gonna need to purchase triple clamps. I got them right here. These, they came as a set, and these clamps, they come in with this bearing. Okay, the bottom bearing is a little wider, so it can drop right to the bottom of it, and then the top bearing, it sits right here. So this bearing, I already did my homework, and it works right there, perfect. Slides right in on the cup. But the problem was the top bearing, that it looks just like this, which I'm gonna take that one because the only difference is the inside diameter doesn't fit on the top cap. It sits on top of it, not inside of it. So I went online, and this is a set that comes with the bottom bearing, top bearing, the clamps, the nut, the cover of the cap. They're washers. Okay, so that'll be the second purchase. It'll be your clamps. Also, you're gonna need some grease, a 12 millimeter wrench, a couple of Allen keys, and the rest of the bolts. I grabbed my caliper that I have here, and I did measure the inside diameter of this cap, and I went online and I find out then the the TTR50s, CR50s, XR50s top bearing on their forks, on their triple clamps, which I have right here, the inside diameter of the bearing, which is the outside diameter of the stem, it was the same size, and the outside diameter will fit on it. So actually this, it drops on the top just like that, and it's dead on, and it goes inside the top cap. So then I can take this, which I already went ahead and anodized it red. It goes right here and covers from water, because these have a lip and it's gonna have grease inside, so it covers this up, so I'll be able to use it. So that was the first problem that anybody gonna have. You guys can get the XR50s, CRF50s, TTR50s, which is a Yamaha top bearing. If anybody need more information, I can give you exactly the link of the website that I ordered these, which is on eBay, but you can get them out of T-Bolt USA also. Okay, so we got it all together, already anodized. And one more thing that you guys might need, these extensions, they came on the clamp, but these are 1 inch, and I have 1.1/8 bars. So I got from my old dirt bike that I don't use anymore, I had actually these extensions because I use fat bars, and the fat bars are 1.1/8 inch. So what this does, I'm gonna see if I can put the camera on top. These, they come in with this little notch in it, and it sits inside the original bottom, and it gets bolted. But then the pattern here changed to 1.1/8 inch, and the bolt pattern is wider, and this is the top part of it. So you can go from 1 inch bar that it was there to 1.1/8 inch on the top, so you can use different bars. That's an option. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting this together. I'm gonna put the camera on the pedestal. I'm gonna start actually I'm going to red anodize my bottom and my top clamp, and I'll be back out and I'm gonna start assemble this up. I hope I don't take a lot of time of you guys, and I hope anybody is interested to do this. The day got a little warmer actually. It's been about an hour since I started shooting the first part of the video. I went and I taped the bottom of the stem of the triple clamps, so I wouldn't get any anodize on the bottom where the bearing is gonna sit. And now what I'm going to do is open up the grease. There is like few different kinds of grease that you can get. I got the extreme pressure grease. It's actually right there. They have a bearing picture of it, and on the back label you can see temperatures and how waterproof it could be. So this is good for me because probably every other month I just take the top bolt, drop the entire clamp, pull the bearings out, clean them, put oil again, put grease again, and put them back together. You know, that's just as a standard thing when you ride these things up on dirt. You need to do maintenance on it. So I'm gonna put grease in it, and I'm gonna put the bottom clamp, put the grease the top bearing, put the bearing in it, press everything together, start dropping it.
There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight.
Hey, make sure when you guys put this back together there is no play, okay? I do have absolutely no play, and I don't want to over tie it too much either. But this is going to be held up in place, and I always, like I said before, I'm going to make a little mark on the front, and if this washer start walking out, which it can because the top clamp is holding it together, and the nut on the top is holding that down, so that nut cannot start working backwards because it's not going to have a free play. Already, clamps are on. They're you know, not tight, not loose. It's just perfect for my feeling. Especially after that, you have the handlebars. So if right now they feel just a teeny bit tight, when you put the handlebars, you have a lot of leverage. So don't leave them too loose, because when you put the handlebars and you brake, you might have a little bit of a click from the stem inside moving. So be aware of it, and if they feel tight when you move it, you have very short leverage, okay? One thing that I didn't mention before is I'm coming back with the fork right now. Then also you guys gonna need a front brake assembly. I got these also from T-Bolt USA, but you can get them online, you can get them anywhere. The only thing, they need to be 51 millimeters on the bolt pattern, okay? That way you can put it, because these forks or every fork, if anybody's gonna do a project with a different fork, you guys gotta look on the specs. What's the number for the bolting pattern? They're 49, they're 45. This is 51, and this came completely assembled, and I ordered it with the a stainless steel braided line, and I only had to put them on. This is the 50mm axle. These forks, they are 20mm on this side, they are 50mm on the other end. I misplaced the right side shaft. T-Bolt sells a shaft, I think it's 3155 is the part number, and the first inch and a half is 20mm and the rest is 15. But I took these bushings and I grind them down, and I can fit them in here so I can make the 20mm end on this side. Okay, you guys don't need to, but that's what I need to do. So then I can put this in here, and the whole entire thing comes 20mm from here over, which you need to be that way. But you actually can put this wheel, because the offset is just the same. So I'm gonna put this wheel for now, just to show you, but I'm gonna be running really my other wheel on it. Alright, the wheel is in. I have the option to put the CRF 150R 17-inch, or also you can get a CRF 150R on 19-inch rim, which is the same size of this one. It's just an option. I'm probably gonna keep this, and I'm gonna put a wider rim like I said before and use it. So right now we're going to fit handlebars, lighting, and everything else together, which is pretty much straightforward. The day got nicer, and I'm putting up the fender. I put the cell phone holder for the GPS, but I probably gonna end up getting some, I think it's called Biport Tech, and it's designed for motorcycles. A magnet goes where one of the bolts goes in, and I'm gonna look into that. I gotta still put in double contact tape to put back my positional lights and my blinkers, and I'm putting up my front fender right now. Okay guys, bike is done, lights are on, all my cables, put double contact tape. I put back my positioning lights. They come on. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It's very sunny today. My blinkers are in. My right and my left, and I gotta adjust the mirrors because the handlebars got moved, and I'm gonna go and take it for a ride. I got my hill switch underneath it, not on the handlebars, so just in case, I'm gonna give it a kick, gonna start it, and I'm gonna go and try it, come back and switch the wheel. When I come in, I'm gonna put the bike sideways. You guys can see the bike with that wheel, or change the wheel with the bike with the other wheel. Okay, obviously, I mean, if these bikes originally they brake fairly good with the hydraulic bicycle brake system, with this it's crazy. This thing will shoot you over your head. So that's the bike right there. Okay. Right, that's the wheel, and that's how we look with that wheel. I'm gonna switch the wheel and see how it feels. Look at the 17-inch front tire from the CRF 150R, and we're gonna put in the 19-inch wheel that I made. I made a spacer for this side because the wheel wanted to move over to the right, okay? And it needs to stay center so the front brake engage with the caliper. So this spacer goes first, just like that, on top of the original one. And then we're gonna drop the axle in place. There you go. The wheels spin perfect. The spacer is exactly what it needs to be. And actually, the motorcycle hydraulic caliper works right on. The only thing that I'm saying is probably the brake will be a little longer because the rotor is thinner. But also that caliper have a lot of adjustment into itself. And if you want to change the wheel, you only need to put a flat screwdriver and pry the caliper so the hydraulic fluid can leave and leave more space for the other one. We're going to put 3 washers at the end. The nut.